Hi there! Have you ever been in the position where you need to change a lot of Jira issues at once and you haven't really figured out how to do it? Well, then this is the video for you, because I'm going to show you how you can bulk edit a lot of Jira issues using a filter. So let's jump into Jira. So now that we are in Jira, let's take a look at where we are. So I have now taken the trip from filters to advanced issue search. I will search for my tasks that I have in company managed projects. I accidentally created tasks instead of doing stories, so I want to change that. So company managed, I want to have all the tasks. And now that I have my tasks selected, I want to change all of them. So I could just change the view to detail view, and I could go up here and I could change the story. I can do them one by one. That would take wouldn't take too long if I only have 6 issues. But if I had 100 or 200, then maybe this will be a little bit annoying. So instead we are going to use the more functionality up here. I'm going to select the one that is called bulk change all issues. And just so you know, you can change how many issues that you want. There's a limit of, I think, 1,000 issues that you can do at once. Just so you're aware of that this is a limitation. So, but in this case we only have 6. So we click on that one. And then I can choose my issues. If I accidentally selected too many, I can now cherry pick which one I want. Or I can just click the one on top here and select everyone and go next. And this is where I now can choose what kind of action I want to take with all of these. So the first one is to edit issue, then I can edit every content in it. I can move it. This is useful if you want to transfer it to another project, to another Jira project. And also if you want to, like we want to do here, we just want to change the issue type. Especially if you have different workflows between the item that you want to transfer and where you want it to go. You can transition them also, so you can bring them all back to open, for example, or you can transition them all to closed, and so on. You can delete all the issues, which is good if you want to clean things up. You can select that you watch the issues, or you can stop watching issues. So if you're having a problem that you are getting a lot of notification because you are watching everything, then you can use this one. So let's start with how it looks if you do edit issues. There we go. So when you select edit issues, then you can edit every content, every field basically that you have for that Jira issue. So you can see we have a lot of information that we can change here. Not all of them are even in the issues that we are changing, but you will have access to all of them. And if we wanted to change just the issue type, then we can select change issue type, and we can go from task to story. And in this case they have the same workflow, so we don't have to worry too much about it. If they didn't, then we would have to map then the workflow itself. And then we would just go down here to next. If you want, you can send email for this update, which means there will be an email going out for every issue, and that will drive people nuts. So unless you have a really good reason for actually doing that, I would skip it. You will just go next, and then you will see what will happen. It will now change to story, and we see which ones, which tasks are actually affected by it. So if I click confirm here now, then this one will change. But I'm not going to do that because I want to show how you can do that with the other ones as well. So let's go back and choose another operation. So instead of edit issues, we will now use move issues. And you see we will get a warning here, and that is that when you move things, they could lose their connection if you have them connected to an Epic. So this can be a problem in some cases, but in most cases you probably don't need this connection anyway. But just so you know, and as you saw, we didn't have that in the previous and when you click edit issues, but it will actually be the same there. And the reason why it can lose is that it can be, if you move it from a company managed project to a team managed project, then they might not have epics as an issue type in their project. So that's why you see this one here. But if I do move, then you will see that it looks a little bit different. So instead I will now have the project, so I can select another project if I want to transfer it to another project. And then you will have what issue type I can select here. So if I click store here, and if I do this for more than one issue type, so if I had bugs, for example, and stories, then we'll do this twice. And this is where you can apply this mapping for all your other issue types as well. If you all want them all to go to story, then you can check this one. In this case, we only have one, so just click next. And then for some reason, you always get story points. We don't have story points in this project, no field for it either, but it will show up, so you can skip this one. Or if you want to keep them, then you can click retain over here, then it will keep the story points that you already have set. Again, don't send an email for the update unless you have a really good reason for it. Click next, and you will get an overview, and that will tell you then what project will you transfer it to, what issue type will it become, updated fields, story points, what will it happen. And here again, if I click confirm, then we will go now to the next step. And in this case, I'm actually going to do this. So we're going to click confirm, and then it will migrate. And if you are impatient, you can click refresh because it's on a timer. So 6 issues is almost instant. And then you click acknowledge. And then you will see that we get back to our search. And in this case, we have the same search as we had when we started. In this case, we don't have any more tasks. So if I click this, you will now see that we have our previous 6 tasks here that we now have changed to stories. So let's do that again, and we use the edit version instead. And in this case, I just want to have all the stories. And I just want to use the ones that are named task here. So I will cherry pick. There we go. And I want to edit the issues in this case instead of moving as we did last time. And edit. I want to change this issue type to a task. And I want to go next. And you will see then that I will have the task that I have selected. I will change the task, and I will click confirm. And again, if I click, then it will be completed. And I do acknowledge. And in this case, our search is still here, and now we only have 4 stories. So if I remove that, and we will have our task back again. So that's basically how you can bulk change things. In the next video, I'm going to show you also how you import issues from CSV, and also how you export them. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe to this channel, and until next time, I hope you have a great day.